So today's video blog is going to be about committed parenting. This afternoon I got this message on my Facebook account, and it was from a mother whose son was in one of my teen trainings 4 years ago. And she was sharing how grateful she was that her son had participated in my training and thanking me for the difference that I've made in his life that weekend in helping him create a vision that was big enough for him to believe that he could pursue. And she was sharing her gratitude about him being in college and on the path to success, and just it warmed my heart. And I'm so honored and privileged to have been a part of his life and to have crossed paths with him and her. And I started thinking the last couple of hours about how committed she had to be as a parent to make sure that her boy stepped into a training room to get that kind of a wake-up call. And then I started thinking about how many other parents are out there that have forgot that they made commitments to their kids to have them win. You know, when your kid was born, you had these visions of your children becoming the most amazing, talented, outrageous, relentless, extraordinary human beings that you probably have ever imagined before in your life. When you become a parent, you start to have those visions. You start to have those expectations. And who's to say that you're to stop having those, or to give up, or to collect the evidence that they're not that, and that they're not capable of creating that? You have a commitment for life to your kids to figure out how to inspire them, how to empower them, how to invite them to step up and play a bigger game. You have a commitment to be their biggest champion. You don't get the luxury of forgetting any of that. You don't have the luxury of giving up. You don't have that. When you make a commitment as a parent to your kids, it's a lifelong commitment. And you have to continually, consciously, and rigorously remind yourself that they are magnificent, that they are special, that they are unique. You can't buy into the results that they're creating. You cannot buy into that they are their mistakes. You can't buy into that they are their behaviors, because that's not who they are. There's a champion inside of every one of your kids, regardless of the circumstances or the results that they've created. It's in there. And it starts with you, that you have to believe that it's there, and you have to remind yourself, and you have to get clear about that. Maybe you as a parent need to do some work. Maybe you need to remind yourself on a daily basis. Maybe you need to get yourself a coach that has to remind you. But you got to do whatever you can to reinvent yourself as a parent, because your kids see themselves through your eyes. You are the reflection of them. You are the mirror to them. So if you're in resistance and you're disgusted and you're disappointed in them, and you're letting them know that, well, that's how they see themselves. And they're validating the self-limiting beliefs that they've already created about themselves. They're their worst enemy. They've already beaten themselves up 10 times before you even let them know how disappointed you are in them. So in order to have our kids win, we have to change the way that we see them. We got to do some personal development work on ourselves as parents. So redefining your commitment to being a parent is really going to boil down to, what are you committed to? And let's forget about the past. Let's start right here, right now. As a mom, as a dad, are you committed to seeing your child win? I don't care what age they are, 4, 7, 12, 16, 20, 32, even 40-year-olds. Your job and your commitment is to have your kids win. I hope that this message inspires all of you. If it inspires some of you, if it inspires one of you, then it's worth the 4 or 5 minutes that I've committed to putting this on video. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.